I'm a producer-director from Phoenix, Arizona. Been doing it for a million years. And a few years ago, I discovered that I had a hearing loss. And you can't sit in meetings and you can't be a director if you can't hear what people say. So I also write, and you can write okay, but you have to, when you interview people and videos and you work on commercials for clients, if you're not picking up what they say and you're not communicating in a communication business, pretty soon you're out of work. So to continue what I did, I started wearing hearing aids. And hearing aids are a pain in the ear, I guess the best way to say it. They're not comfortable. They're not that efficient, I mean, you're going to give up something because they're not made of bone and flesh like your eardrums. But you expect, I guess I expected more, and I expected them to be a little more comfortable than what they were, and they weren't. It took a lot of enjoyment away from going to movies and watching television. And I mean, I finally got to the point where I did not watch the X-Files because I couldn't understand what Fox Mulder was saying. I never understood a word. When I had a hearing aid, and I still have a hearing aid on one side, but with two hearing aids, you hear a lot of extraneous sound, and you don't necessarily hear the people who talk softly, especially women talk softer than men. Most men I can understand very well, but women I had a real problem with. And I think in my own environment, my wife got tired of repeating herself all the time, and with the hearing aid, that was just what we had to put up with. I met with Dr. Shillett and had the operation, and when they turned it on, it was like a light bulb, in a dark room. Suddenly I could hear. And that has to do with the quality of life. I could go back to what I was doing as a producer-director for those clients that stayed with me, and I improved the quality of my life, because now I do exactly what I love doing. And I don't have to worry about taking my hearing aid out when I jump in the pool or in the jacuzzi. I can enjoy all that, and it stays right there all the time. I can turn it off at night, and I can turn it off on airplanes that have squalling kids. It's wonderful. I just go to sleep. I don't hear them. Now with the Esteem, I have a tremendous improvement in the quality of hearing that I have in my life. It's amazing. Not only the convenience of not having to put in a hearing aid and answer the phone and have it beep in your ear before you take your hearing aid out, but just in the convenience as well as the quality of the sound that I have. I'm really appreciative and very, very much so of what Esteem has done for me as far as my hearing, but also allowing me to participate in this clinical trial. I know, people think about risks and stuff, but this, all the way through, the people have been terrific. The doctors, everyone, has been extremely helpful, and they knew, I think, going in, what I didn't know, and that was that this was going to change my life, vastly improve my life. I've had probably a half a dozen hearing aids in my life. Nothing compares to the Esteem implant, not even in the same hemisphere.